Modern dating has become quite the hellscape since the digital revolution. Social media has taken over our lives, and online dating has become one of, if not the most popular form of dating for adults today. This type of access has revolutionized dating because it bypasses the in-person approach and lets people leverage their options from a device the size of their hands. But this type of power has swung things into disarray for all parties involved, and it's not going to go away anytime soon. In fact, it's only going to get worse. So being someone who has been in this realm for years, I can say that I don't have the solutions for modern dating, but I can tell you how to navigate through it, and maybe, just maybe, you can leave it all behind. Because really, you only have two choices here. You can take in all the doom and gloom, accept defeat, and stay single and miserable forever. Or you can accept that this is an uphill battle and steel yourself. For the former, this is it for you. But for the latter, let us carry on and see just how we can take on modern dating. So first off, modern dating has completely shifted relationships to start with attraction first and then connection after. It's true what they say. Looks are the most important initial factor of attraction. When you're scrolling around on social media, dating apps, or looking around in person, you get captivated on how someone looks first and then assume their personality after. This isn't necessarily the case in communal spaces such as school, where you can build up familiarity with your peers over time, but once you're out of it, it's all superficiality. So one of the pros of modern dating culture is that everyone can instantly expand their dating pool past these communal spaces. You can interact with people miles away in the same city or in a different city. But the price of this increased access is competition. Everyone has this competitive advantage now. So the large pool of people that can interact with each other has created a dating market. So that leads to the next dilemma. You have to compete within the looks-based dating market. And if you understand that you can maximize your presentation, you will have an advantage over half of the market already, because that's exactly what they refuse to do. So that means maximizing your look and style, but also your digital presentation through strong dating profiles with good photos of those looks. Online dating is now too commonplace to avoid, and I'd argue that it's probably more effective as your main source of leads for dating options over going out to meet people, because you can pre-filter for interests. And the main reason why you need to do this is because you need to gain leverage in the dating market. You need to become a good option and be better than others to gain options yourself. And that way, you can increase your odds of finding someone that's attractive and compliments you. And here is where you reach the next dilemma, sorting out your options. And this is where the modern dating mentality has done the most damage. Most people start out with good intentions, but as they get lost in the sauce, they fall into the trap of constantly seeking validation and FOMO. It's gotten to the point where things are just ridiculous for everyone now. A good number of men have no idea what they're doing, and they're made to feel worthless, while a good number of women are using the apps for the wrong reasons, like getting Instagram followers, OF subscribers, or trying to finesse men out of their resources. And now it feels like you're walking onto a minefield where if you want to win, you have to accept some red flags or flaws of some sort. But remember when I said you need to gain leverage in the dating market? Because when you have that, you can use it to sort out all of these unfavorable options. If you don't want to date someone because of X, Y, or Z, then simply don't interact with them. Left swipe, unmatch, and move on. Don't feed the machine, and don't get lost in the sauce. Because, believe it or not, there are authentic people out there who use dating apps for their intended purpose, to find suitable dating partners. But more often than not, they're going to be small in number, and they will have limited exposure to how everything works until they get a few bad experiences under their belt and they become jaded, just like everyone else. But if you have leverage, you can sort out the bad apples and pursue options that you like to discover your own dating preferences. You can make your own luck. And so, if you didn't know, I've done quite well for myself through online dating by going through these points of maximizing my presentation, cultivating my options, and utilizing my attraction through my looks and messaging to set up dates. But that's where the impersonal tactics end. Now you have to deal with real people. They're no longer just a name and some photos on an app. It's time to get real. They're a person just like you, with interests, goals, and a personality. And you have to see if the two of you fit together in some sort of romantic capability. Which leads to my final point, moving past the modern dating mindset. I'm sure most people want relationships or to be able to start families, so that means finding someone compatible to stay with. So what does this mean for all of the attraction-based work we discussed earlier? Well, they're just a means to an end. Online dating, profile pictures, messaging frameworks, dating tips and tricks. They are all tools in the end for building relationships. Attraction-based tactics will help you get options and dates But after that, you have to build a connection. Now you have to deal with interpersonal issues. But most importantly, you have to learn to let go of the playing field. You found someone to be with. You won. You don't need to go back in. And so, in regards to modern dating as a whole, I can't fix it. And it's not going to change for the better. So, the only way to get through it is to ensure your own success. We can talk about the greater societal issues and everything that's wrong with modern dating, but the fact is, it will never change significantly enough to be a net positive for most people. But dating is a very important life aspect, and we have to put some importance on it to get what we want out of it. But after that, there's plenty of life beyond dating. So that's it for this video. If you made it this far, I appreciate you taking the time to watch, and you should like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. I have numerous videos on my channels on my thoughts and tactics to gain success through online dating. Leave a comment if you have any thoughts or questions, and if you'd like to join discussions on self-improvement topics such as dating, fitness, and fashion, come join the Basecamp Discord. And if you'd like to consult me for individual help or coaching, links are down below for that, and you can also send me an email. Thanks for watching, and stay based, y'all. Bye-bye.